Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel again. I hope you guys have been living a happy and fit lifestyle as always. So I'm back with another video, and if you guys have been following the pageant closely, then you would know that the registrations for Miss Diva 2025 are live now, and this video is going to be all about the steps that you need to know for registration. I mean, obviously they have attached a brief of it, but I'm also going to be sharing some tips and tricks regarding the things, regarding the documents, pictures, and content that you need to submit, so that it can help you crack your first round of audition, and the organization looks at you as a contestant who is quite prepared and who knows in what field is she stepping in. So before we move forward, make sure that you hit the subscribe button, and let's get started with this one. So this time also, like the last time, the Miss Diva pageant has three categories, which is the fashion designer, content creator, and the beauty queen, which is Miss Diva supranational. And I am going to be giving you tips regarding the content creation and the beauty queen category. Since I'm not a fashion designer, so I don't think so I should be commenting on it. Starting with the beauty queen category, if you want to be Miss Diva supranational, then you need to keep your 4 pictures ready. I'll attach the reference pictures, the ones that I submitted, which is the close-up shot, the mid-length shot, the full-length shot, and a no makeup picture. एंड जो मैंने पिक्चर्स अटैच करी उससे आपको आइडिया लग जाएगा किस तरह की पिक्चर्स रिक्वायर्ड होती हैं इन द मिस टीवा पैजेंट. And you are supposed to keep your documents ready, which is your eligibility proof, such as your nationality proof. उसके लिए you can have your Aadhaar card, you can also have your passport, your age proof for which you can have your birth certificate, and that's it. Because in Miss Diva you don't have a state pattern, so आपको अपने state proof के native state birth state के documents ले जाने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. And also this time there are no such videos and introductions required to submit, because I remember in the last time when it happened, we were required to submit 2 videos, which was the ramp walk video and an introduction video where we had to describe it, what does live your flow means to you, like means to us. This time it is not a virtual round. For the first time also you'll have to walk in. अब जहाँ भी audition होगा, I'm not sure of it because they have not released anything officially. You just have to keep following the pageant closely. If once you register, you will get all the updates through your mail. So make sure to submit your correct documents, make sure to submit your correct details, and make sure to submit your appropriate pictures. And then you are supposed to make a payment of 3,000, and I think it's 2,999 plus the taxes, for the beauty queens category. And this is how you will register for Miss Diva supranational. Tips and tricks की मैं बात करूँ तो I wouldn't say कि आपका audition round में Q&A नहीं होगा. Just be ready with your walk and your intro, because when the Miss India happens, see, the organization for Femina Miss India and Miss Diva is the same. So जब Miss India हुआ था, there were a few girls who were asked the Q&A, who are asked questions based on their introductions. So make sure कि जो भी आप introduction अपना दे रहे हो, it has something unique about you which not everyone has. Of course your story is unique in its own way, and how you present it, how you represent yourself in a unique way which sets you apart also matters. For example, my niche was that I had the knowledge of the Bhagavad Gita, and I think it really helped me to, showcase my deep inclination towards spirituality and how it would benefit the platform, because, India is rich in its cultures and tradition, and the spiritual aspect of it is something that I can bring to the table, because I do look forward to bring knowledge to the title. So that's how I made that connect. So make sure whatever your story is, you have something unique about you. Just introspect your life, catch on the important events or incidents that have happened, how they shaped you. You have to do a proper self introspection if you are going for a pageant. And secondly, when it comes to your walk, I have made a video about how to master the art of ramp walk, because ramp walk is the first round. When you walk in for the offline audition, ramp walk is also a very important aspect of pageantry. I mean, your walk should showcase your personality. It should look like as beauty queen is walking in. Practice your poses. ऐसा बहुत बार होता है auditions पे that you do get nervous, and जब आप stage पे जाते हो, when you walk in for your turn of audition, then you don't realize, but you are rushing the process. You don't, count your seconds at the head ramp. You don't make a proper final interaction, and these things are noticed because there are a lot of girls, and let me be honest, the judges sitting there will not remember each and every girl, especially they'll not even remember your name. So you have to give some factor about yourself so that the organization remembers you. And let me tell you, there are girls, like, I have made a previous video about this, that there are certain candidates who are reached out by the organization. So those girls are already in the vision of the organization when the audition round is going on. So you have to give something about yourself which sets you apart completely, and which makes the organization feel that you have the possibility to be the appropriate winner. I'm asking you to have the winner's perspective and vision in mind, and not just the finalist, because that's how you manifest. Now let's talk about the content creators category. Even though if you're applying for a beauty queen, then also your social media plays a huge game. It should be on point, but when it comes to content creation, it becomes even more important because that is one of the judging parameters. So let's talk about the content creation now. So the difference when it comes to documents is that in content creation you have to submit your age proof and not your nationality proof, I believe, because when you go for Diva Miss Diva content creator, then you don't go for any international pageant to represent internationally. But when it comes to Liva Miss Diva Supranational, you do go ahead and represent India at Miss Supranational. So I think that's why they require the nationality proof when it comes to Liva Miss Diva Supranational. And in this category, you are supposed to submit an Instagram reel which is based on beauty and fashion. You can't just submit any random reel. It is very obvious that they said that you have to submit your best reel in which you are personally featured. So because you are representing yourself as a contestant, so obviously you should be featured in that reel, and make sure that you have knowledge about beauty and fashion, because your content, I feel, should revolve around that category if you're going for Liva Miss Diva content creators. For example, if you're posting random content on Instagram, and suddenly you post a reel that revolves around beauty and fashion, you will not resonate with the kind of vibe that they are looking for, because you also need to follow the pageant page closely. Look towards the profile, look through the profile of the past finalists of the content creators category. You will get to know that what is the vibe that they are actually looking for. If you follow me now on Instagram, you will realize that the kind of content I post now will not resonate with that category of Liva Miss Diva content creator, because my content doesn't revolve around beauty and fashion entirely. I do have a few reels, but I try to add my fun and entertaining element, because I feel that that is my personality and I don't want to change it for the sake of Instagram. And I do get a lot of love from you guys, so it is what it is. Stay away from any kind of controversial content. This also applies for all the contestants of the beauty queens category, because social media is an important game. I have made another video on this because it is very important to keep your social media game on point. Even though when it comes to you applying as a beauty queen, your content doesn't necessarily need to revolve around beauty and fashion, because अगर आप select हो जाते हो, then there are specific tasks given to you. But when it comes to beauty queen, you can be posting your dance reels, you can be posting your own personal content that you like. Not anything absolutely, because you need to resonate with the pageant vibe also, but it's not necessary that you need to post a particular genre of content. So I feel that your social media game in any pageant should be on point, whether you are specifically going for the content creators category or not. I think this point is pretty clear. And when it comes to your communication skills, your basic grooming, when it comes to your work, you just can't be completely unaware, even in the content creators category, because at the end of the day, you're going for a pageant. You need to be groomed enough, you need to be confident when you speak, because here you won't just represent your content, you will also be representing yourself as a content creator. So I do feel that your communication skills should be on point, no matter what aspect of it you master, be it content creation, fashion designing, or the beauty queen. or beauty queen है तो obvious है that you need to be a good spokesperson. So even I was not expecting Diva Miss Diva pageant now because abhi like this year only the pageant happened in the month of January. I remember on the 22nd of Jan I had gone to Mumbai for the audition, but I think वो 2024 का pageant था which happened this year, and Ayushri already went for her supranational pageant. I was expecting more of Femina Miss India to happen because recently the first finalist of Femina Miss India was announced, who was Miss Odisha, and there was this separate pageant that happened, which was Miss Odisha India, and the one who then and the girl who won will be representing her state in the Femina Miss India, and she's the first finalist. So I was expecting more कि मिस इंडिया अभी पहले होगा, बट आई थिंक वी डू एक्सपेक्ट मिस इंडिया also to happen quite soon because if they have crowned one finalist for this year, then obviously they will go ahead with the pageant and they do have a plan in mind. सबसे पहले मैंने एक वीडियो बनाया थिंग्स दैट यू नीड टू कैरी फॉर योर ऑन ग्राउंड ऑडिशन. प्लीज़ उसे जाके देखो बिकॉज दैट इज़ समथिंग दैट because that is something in which I covered some of the major aspects that you should know. Fashion designing के बारे में मैंने पहले भी बोला था. I won't talk much about it. Like the registration process is quite same, but I can't give you any tips and tricks regarding that because I'm not a fashion designer, as I mentioned, and I don't want to give any advice in a field in which I don't have an expertise. But fashion designer के लिए भी there's a same registration fee involved, which is 1500 plus taxes. And also in the Diva Miss Diva pageant, as much as I know, that there is no grooming fee involved after your selection. Everything is managed by the pageant, your stay, your grooming, your finale, not your outfits for all the events. For certain events that are sponsored, unke outfits like your finale gown and all, I think those are the events that are sponsored, so you will have your outfits provided by them. You will get the details about that from the organization, don't worry. But you need to take care of your outfits and obviously your travel. So I would advise this to all the beauty queens, that even though आपके form में there are 4 pictures that you are asked for, but you should be ready with at least 10 photo shoot pictures. I had gotten 10 different shoots done before my Miss India pageant. It was back in 22 and also in 23. I also got a shoot in 24, I guess. Because when you get selected for the first round, they will ask you for your pictures, I think 8 to 10 pictures, and the pictures should be professionally shot. So make sure your portfolio pictures are on point. When you are being shortlisted as a model by the people of the Times Talent Agency, they will go through your pictures really well. So make sure your portfolio is on point and your Instagram handle also. So this is it, and I will also attach the link of the registration of Diva Miss Diva 2025. Make sure you go through it thoroughly. Make sure you attach your documents, precisely checking each and everything, and I wish you all the best for your pageant. Also, I'm going to mention that if you are a pageant girlie, if you are looking forward to giving your best at the audition, there is something really exciting coming up next week. So stay tuned for that and make sure that you hit the subscribe button. I'll remind you again so that you don't miss out on the surprise that's coming up next week. And as soon as possible, I'll try to be back with some more interesting stuff. Till then, take good care of yourself and stay happy.